Good morning, everybody. Today, I wanted to talk to you about pre-approvals. I get a lot of calls on this. This should be a very quick video. Just talking about pre-approvals and what it takes to get a pre-approval for a mortgage. Some people might think it's rocket science or it takes a lot of things to get a pre-approval. And to some extent, you're right. But most of the things that you're going to need to get an actual pre-approval are pretty basic and simple. If you're thinking about buying a mortgage, one of the biggest reasons that people do not apply is because they have a fear of rejection. They're afraid to be turned down. And you shouldn't be. If you want to buy a home, eventually you need to find out exactly what it is you need to do in order to get approved. If you don't think you qualify or you'll qualify, then you need to talk to your lender and tell them why. There may be instances where you're correct. But if you don't know what you're doing or you don't know what you have to do to get a house, you're never going to be able to have the opportunity to have one. So talking to a lender is a great thing. They can tell you exactly what it is that you need to do. Do not fear being rejected for a mortgage. It is not as complicated or as hard to get approved as one might think. A lot of people out there think that you have to have perfect credit and that you have to have 20% down, and that's just not the case. So what you want to do is you really want to talk to a lender. They can go through all these things that you may have heard and tell you which ones are true and which ones are not. But if you're looking to get a pre-approval, there's some basic information that your lender is going to need in order to make that happen. The first thing they need is a copy of your last 30 days pay stubs. So if it's just you, your last 30-day pay stubs. If it's going to be you and somebody else, we'll need both of your 30-day pay stubs. All of these items I'm going to talk about, they either apply to you individually or you as a group or as a team or as a couple if you're applying together. So last 30 days pay stubs. We'll also need your last 2 years federal tax returns. We do not need your state returns. So if you file a federal return, we need copies of those. If you have a business or anything like that, we'll need a copy of all the schedules and the business tax returns as well so that we can properly analyze your income. We'll need your last 2 years W-2s if they apply. And if you're buying a house and you have money down, we're going to need a copy of your last 60 days bank statements showing where your funds are coming from to put money down on a home. Now there's some other smaller items, but those are the biggest things that we need. So if you're looking to get a pre-approval, before you even call your lender, you might want to put these things together because these are things that they're 100% most certainly going to ask for. Now here's something else to look at. You may call a bank and they might not ask for this information and they give you a pre-qualification letter. I don't know if you've heard or not, but in this market, buying a house, you got to be on top of your game. And you will not be on top of your game if the letter that you have says that you are pre-qualified, not pre-approved. A pre-qualification letter basically says that you, based off the information that we have, they should qualify to buy a house, but nothing's been verified. By providing the information that I just told you about to your lender, they're able to take a look at that, check your debt to income, make sure you have the funds to close. Have an underwriter look at your particular loan application and give you a true, honest pre-approval. A pre-approval means that all the information you provided has been verified and everything is good. And based off of that factual information, you should be able to buy a home. The pre-approval letter will include the amount of house that you can buy up to with the maximum loan amount that you can have based off of that. So don't fall for the pre-qualification letter. If you show that to your realtor, more than likely, you're going to have to go back to your lender, gather all the information that I just told you would need, get it pre-approved, and then you can start looking at houses. So be prepared. So if you're looking to get pre-approved, reach out to your favorite lender, give them a call, ask them what they need and how you can get it to them. The faster you get that to them, fill out your application, the faster they can get you pre-approved and on your way to home ownership. I hope this information was helpful. As always, thank you for your time. I hope you have an amazing day, everybody.